Hello, Gabby here. This is gonna be my first tutorial using Hypercam. So you're probably gonna see the little unregistered copy Hypercam bit on the corner of the screen. Well, this tutorial has to do with removing your line art from the layer it's placed on to put it on an independent layer so that you can color the line art itself or color under the line art without having to place the layer on multiply mode. Now the version I'm going to be using is going to be CS3. However, this is a tutorial that will work for any other version. I've used it up to Photoshop 7.0. It should work on earlier versions as well. Now you're going to have your drawing on a layer that's going to look very similar to this. It's going to be locked, so let's go ahead and unlock it by double clicking and just clicking OK. It's going to put it on a regular layer instead of a locked background layer. Now, first things first, you have to make sure that the default colors are set to black and white. And what we're going to do is select the whole image by pressing Ctrl A, and we're going to cut out the layer by using the shortcut key Ctrl X. In a Mac it would be Apple X. Now this is where it gets a little interesting. We're going to fill the layer with black by either using the bucket tool, or you're just going to paint it with your foreground color by pressing Alt Backspace. And we're going to enter quick mask mode by pressing this, or as you can see, clicking the shortcut Q. Now once we're in quick mask mode, we're going to paste the drawing back into the layer by pressing Ctrl V. Now you see the drawing itself is on red. It's not going to stay like that, of course. What this means is that the red is being masked right now. All the areas that are red are being masked. And when we exit quick mask mode, these areas are going to be unselected, meaning everything else is going to be selected. You're going to see that right now. Now, all we have to do right now is press delete, and there you have it. Your line art is completely in a transparent layer, and you can see this now. When drawing, you're most likely going to end up creating a white layer underneath, but the freedom that this allows you is so that when you're coloring, and I'm going to add a layer in between these two so you can see, you will be able to not have to worry about destroying your line art by accidentally drawing on top of it and not being able to go as far back to undo your progress as possible. Now, as you can see, the line art is completely unaffected by me coloring on her hair. Now, another great thing that you'll be able to do by this, which is something that you can't do by placing the drawing in multiply, is that if you lock the transparency from the layer, and you do that by selecting this little button here. Now what this does is it prevents you from drawing on anywhere that hasn't already been occupied. So what you could do with this is actually go by and color your line art. Now, why can't we do this when we choose a layer on multiply? And I will show you this. Let's go back all the way to when we first pasted this here. I'm gonna delete all of this, exit quick mask here, paste my drawing back on. Now you will see that this is in a white layer. Now what most people will do is, now this is the layer where they would be coloring, right? And they will select multiply, which is good. It'll still accomplish the same thing. As you can see, if I draw, the line art will not be affected. However, when it comes to drawing on the line art, the easiest way to do it in this case would be to select maybe the wand tool. There we go, the magic wand tool, and select a black area, color it with whatever color they want to color, select, and you will see that an ugly edge is left because not all the black can be selected. As you can see. Now, for example, those areas are colored, and if you were to color it on again, you wouldn't be able to do it because it would mess up your layer. Now, if I go back, another thing that you can't do by selecting multiply is when you select your layer and you put transparency, since there is white occupying the layer, it'll still draw on top of it. Now, I hope this has been helpful to you. Hopefully I'll be doing more of these tutorials, so give me some feedback if you believe you could do it better. That was a joke. You probably could, but okay. Well, until next time.